Hey, what's up guys, it's Hovering Banana here. So in today's video, I wanted to answer a question that you guys are asking me quite a lot in the comment section. And this question is, how do I know the prices of items? Or what sort of price guide am I using? And it's a pretty important question. If you're trading and you don't know what the value of items are, you're probably going to end up shooting yourself in the foot. Or if you are pricing your items, but you're doing it poorly, you could be missing out on some profit or maybe run into some bad trades. So that is what I'm going to be discussing with you guys today. So when pricing your item, I think there are 4 aspects you could look into. And these 4 are research, experience, price guides, and price checking. I feel the first 2, research and experience, are essentials, whereas the other 2 aren't. So let's start with number 1, research, which is the most important one. So for research, we want to take a look at what people are buying an item for, what people are selling an item for, and which of these deals have been completed. Now I use RL Trades to do my research because you can see most of the big platforms in one place. So let's go through one of the items together, and we're going to go through the endo. So we want to see what people are buying the endo for. So we type in here want endo, and we do minus colors, so we only see the unpainted version. And we see here a guy offering 5 keys for an endo, another guy offering 5 keys for an endo, another 5 keys. We see here one's trying to get it for 4. So yeah, 5 keys, 5 keys, 5 keys. This guy that was offering 4, his trade's closed, and we actually see that the first guy offering 5, that's actually this guy. So he might have closed his trade because he couldn't get one for 4, so he's trying to get one for 5 now. So that's a very good sign for us. This guy's offering a labyrinth. That's about 5 keys as well. So we're seeing a lot of 4 to 5 keys to buy an endo for. We haven't really seen a 6. So this guy's trying to sell his for 6. The guy lost at him. 5 keys and some ads. So yeah, that's a very good sign. You can see there's lots of offers out there for the endos. It's a very popular item. We just did the same here. In the have section, try to see what people are trying to sell their endo for. People are buying for like 4 or 5, so we see here, guys trying to sell his for 6. This guy on Discord, 6 keys. This guy on Steam, 5. And this guy gives him a counter offer. Not a bad one. Yeah, we see more 5 keys, more 6 keys. And this gives us a very good idea of what the endo is worth at the moment. It's going for about 4 to 6 keys. And we can tell that the endo is popular because we're seeing a lot of ads for the item. But if we do a search on, let's say, burnt sienna zombies, we'll see that there's very few trades in comparison. So what I'm trying to say here is research the popularity of the item as well, because you'll get more offers on a popular item and it'll generally be easier to sell. Also, if you have a 10 key item and you offer it to a guy with another 10 key item but his is a lot more popular, you kind of make profit from that deal. Another example of this is if you have several smaller items that are worth 10 keys in total, but you trade it for the single 10 key item, that can also be profit because trading a single big item is generally easier than a lot of smaller ones. Alright, so let's move on to experience. Now don't take notes of the values that I mentioned here as like the exact numbers. I'm just trying to explain concepts here. Okay, so let's say you've recently been buying a lot of Crimson Spiralis for 5 and selling them easily for 6. So you know, okay, the item might be worth 5 to 6 keys. Maybe I can buy it for 4 keys, sell it for 7, and you gather all this experience and you say, okay, the item's worth 5 to 7 keys. So let's say they release a new crate, and when they do that, an item almost always goes down in value. So now you know your Crimson Spiralis is less than 5 to 7. So you just have to do a bit of research to get up to date on what it's going for now. But let's say before the new crate, you sold both Crimson and White Spiralis. Now Crimson Spiralis is the most popular, and White is second most popular. So maybe you were selling your White Spiralis before for 4 to 6 keys, the price has dropped, and then you found out Crimson Spiralis is now about 4 to 5 keys, and you know your White is slightly lower than that, then you can estimate your White Spiralis at 3 to 4 keys. And you just do a little research on the item and you make sure that your assumptions are correct. Now experience can also help when an item is brand new. So let's say in the previous crate they released the ZSR. And it was fairly popular and people in the beginning were paying 10 keys for it. So now if they release a new crate and there's another car and it's also quite popular, you know, okay, it might be worth 10 keys on release. If it's awful and nobody likes it, you know, okay, it's probably worth less than 10 keys. If it's crazy popular, then you know, okay, worth more than 10 keys. You can do a similar kind of thing with painted exotics. A lot of the crimson and white ones are very popular and they go for quite a bit. So let's say someone's offering you the new white painted exotic for 10 keys and the item's brand new, so it's difficult to do research. But because white painted exotics are generally quite expensive, you know, okay, that's a good deal. And that's how experience plays a role in finding out the value of your items. Now we move on to our third aspect, and that is price guides or price sheets. Now price guides are easily the most controversial topic in Rocket League trading. There are a lot of new traders that love price sheets and a lot of them swear by them, and that's because it's really easy. You just load the web page, have a look at what your item's worth, and bam, you're done. But there's also a large portion of the community that hates price sheets. Now I don't want to go too in depth on the topic, I'd rather do that in a separate video. But a lot of people feel that these prices are inaccurate or they're outdated because it's oftentimes one person doing the price sheet, and trying to keep up to date on every single item is a huge challenge. Some feel it can make the market a bit stale if the price sheet says maybe 5 to 7, but most of the buyers are only willing to pay 4, then you won't see the item traded as much. Some people feel price sheets are easy to manipulate. If it's a single person and they have maybe some purple vaults, maybe they bump up the price to try and sell theirs. So yeah, that's some of the reasons why people don't like price guides. If you want my opinion on the topic, I think price sheets have a bad reputation because people misuse them. They shouldn't be the holy bible of trading. I think you should rather view a price sheet as a person's opinion on the prices of items. You can then use that to complement the research you've done or the experience you've got in trading. And our last topic, which is price checking, is pretty much similar to price sheets. If you don't know what price checking is, it's usually you asking several people on Reddit or Discord what the value of an item is. So once again, these are just other people's opinions. They could be wrong, they could be outdated, they could even be manipulative. So for that reason, just like price sheets, I think they should complement your research and experience. So that wraps up how I find the prices of items in Rocket League. I'll do a lot of research, I've got a lot of experience, and occasionally I'll have a look at a price sheet to see the other person's opinion. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you agree or disagree with any of the methods, let me know down in the comments. Wanted to give you guys a huge thank you for 3,000 subs. I'll probably have a video out tomorrow doing a little something for that. So thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.